What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations with Miles Edgeworth. We're in the middle of talking with Francesca and getting into her, well, logic of what exactly happened and how Kay is the culprit, when we all know that's not the case. So let us continue. When I spoke with the staff of this building, not a single one mentioned the storeroom. The storeroom's existence must have only been known to a select few. And that's where the items for the auctions were being stored. I see you understand. Yes, the culprit participated in the auction. I didn't need to read that. Okay. Pressing. Alright, I was in the middle of pressing stuff. So you're saying that the victim was the auction's conductor? Right, and the culprit? Hey, ain't you the one who told her that just a moment ago? Yes, that's right. However, I was simply making sure her logic is clear. That ain't right! You're doing it wrong! This is the part where you're supposed to say, I done goof. The culprit was a customer participating in the black market auction. What in tarnation? Now you've done it! Don't cover for him! Of course, that is only if this photographer's testimony is indeed true. I can't tell whether they're on good or bad terms. The issue here is the culprit's actions. I'm going to skip over this because I need to press this to continue. The candelabra in the storeroom. How do you know that? If the murder weapon had been prepared in advance, the victim's chest would have been stabbed with something completely different. Based on the culprit's actions, it's clear where the murder weapon came from. There were signs suggesting that the candelabra was once placed in the storeroom too. The items in the storeroom were intended to be sold as goods in the auction. Although where the murder weapon was procured from is not the main issue here. At first glance, her logic seems to hold up, but something just doesn't feel quite right. I'll need to draw out more information. Alright, and I believe we're starting over now, so we're gonna be pressing on that one statement I skipped over. Miss Hart was in the storeroom at the time. Could the culprit really have been waiting there? I don't know where she was hiding, but since you've seen it, you must know well. There are numerous hiding places in that storeroom. So the culprit was hiding while they waited for the victim to arrive. I believe the crime occurred after the auction ended. After all, the victim was the organizer of the auction, the conductor. During the auction, the organizer would have to be in front of the customers the entire time. After the auction ended. Please add that statement to your testimony. That can't be possible. I believe the crime occurred after the auction ended. Ooh, running on words. Where is Lotta's testimony? That is a keycard record, excuse me. Yeah, English. Lotta's testimony. As I thought, you are one step behind. What did you say? The victim was not the conductor, and I have proof. Miss Hart's testimony. That photographer's testimony is not trustworthy! What are y'all saying? I'm a bona fide ow! Cease your idle chatter! Yeah! Please stop whipping the witness! Francesca, calm down and listen. Miss Hart witnessed a part of the murder. The main point here is that after witnessing the murder, she says the auction continued. That's right! Sure as can be! They all just kept going on shamelessly. Do you think the auction could have continued without someone conducting it? If the victim was not the conductor, the person killed must have been a customer. No! As I said from the beginning, Kay is not the culprit. After all, she herself was attacked by someone and lost consciousness. In which case, that would also make her a victim. If the auction continued after the incident occurred, yes, and the victim was not the conductor, but a customer. Uh-oh. That's enough! That voice. Judge Courtney. You're gonna make things worse, aren't you? Order in the court. The chairman will now enter. Oh no, even better. We're gonna have to deal with the chairman. My, no need to be so stiff. Actually, feel free to call me Blaze. Blazy? Well then, Blazy, what brings you here? Huh? Well, I just wanted to see if my idiot son was working hard, is all. Is this kind of father-son relationship really healthy? Brought out the lighter again. I had come to light a fire under you, but it seems I found an unexpected bonus. To think that the criminal who has become the talk of the town would be here, of all places. Everyone, restrain the suspect at once! Please wait, Care Faraday is not the Silence! This is quite troubling, Edgeworth. Didn't I tell you earlier? The PIC desires a swift resolution to this case. If it's not, we could lose our trust with the public. They'd call us the Waste of Time Committee. You know, it's troubling for me as well, that sort of thing, and at my age too. I don't like this guy. And on top of that, an illegal investigation is not something that I can overlook. Oh shit. Have you forgotten? You are no longer a prosecutor. You have lost all your authority. Furthermore, you have aided a criminal in evading the law. Yes, that's right. You're so reliable, Courtney. I am aware of the consequences of my actions. You may punish me as you wish. However, we have found a new suspect. It's the person pictured here. Kay for a day was attacked by this person and... There is no need for your explanation. Oh, shut up, Courtney. Just recently, a red raincoat was discovered in the vicinity of this building. The victim's blood and cherry blossom petals were found on the hood. Oh, shit. Cherry blossom petals. Now that you mention it on the viewing platform. Yes, they probably stuck on due to the blood. They were littered around the bloodstain. And we've received the forensic report on the blood, you know? There's no doubt about it. The person in that photo is the victim, Jill Crane. What did you say? I sense forgery! Impossible. That would completely destroy the foundations of our logic. We had believed the person in the raincoat was the culprit. And now it turns out that person is actually the murder victim. Wait, if that's the case, then the prime suspect would be... Miss Faraday, you met a person in a red raincoat on the rooftop, did you not? Yes, I did, but... The person in the red raincoat was the murder victim, and Kay Faraday came into contact with that person. Since one of the parties is now dead, what happened next should be clear. Holy shit, Kay was attacked by that person. As the victim, it would be impossible for her to be the culprit. There is no evidence she was attacked, is there? Furthermore, we must consider the possibility that the victim fought back. It's far too early to come to that conclusion. Kay is not the criminal. You're wrong. Kay? That's wrong. Even though I don't want to believe it myself. After hearing about the raincoat, I finally remembered. I only remembered a little, but from what I saw that night, the culprit is me. I remember looking down at the person in the red raincoat. Mr. Edgeworth, it was me! The culprit was me all along! Okay, no, that can't be right. Then why? Why do I have that memory? That person collapsed before my eyes, engulfed in a pool of blood. Why didn't I do anything? It must have been because I killed her. Kay! It is clear to me the validity of Kay Faraday's memory. Didn't you doubt it until just now, pal? God damn it, Courtney pisses me off. Congratulations, Miss Faraday. Your courage will surely allow you to be forgiven. Now, let us rejoice in the blessing of the goddess of law. The goddess of bullshit! Allow me to give my opinion as an international prosecutor. Her actions as a criminal are... Hurry, arrest Kay for a day at once. Ooh, I want to see a fight between Courtney and Fran. How dare you behave that way before me! You're being too forceful. Further verification is necessary. I'd even go so far to say this is unlawful. Unfortunately, the law does not side with you. It sides with me, you see? But you know, the beautiful bond between you two has been etched deeply into my heart. That reminds me, we seem to have forgotten one additional suspect. Edgeworth, that's you. Oh, shit. Oh, dear. What's that, pal? Mr. Edgeworth hasn't done anything wrong. I beg to differ. That's right. You see, he's no longer a prosecutor, sadly enough. Your actions have gone too far this time. An illegal investigation and assisting in the escape of a criminal. I cannot even think of you as a former prosecutor. Now humbly accept your punishment. Oh yes, that's right. I believe the plan for today was to hold your hearing before the PIC. Why don't we leave the hearing for tomorrow? Even though the result is already crystal clear. You should think long and hard about what you've done. Very long and very hard. Court is now adjourned. We're not in a courtroom, so shut the fuck up. Ugh, I hate her so much. I mean, she gets better, but it's a little too late, you know what I mean? No, we're not saving, because we still got plenty of time. Well, this place seems, awfully familiar for you, isn't it, Edgeworth? This is the second time I've been in this cell. All of my evidence has been taken from me. The only thing I have left is Kei's Yatakarasu badge. I'm worried about Kei. Is she alright? The culprit is me. I remember looking down at the person in the red raincoat. Mr. Edgeworth, it was me! The culprit was me all along! You have a visitor. Please hurry out. A visitor? Who could it be? Someone by the name of Dick Gumshoe. Will you turn him down? No. It will be hard to face him, though. Let's go get Phoenix right! Wait. We just referred to him as that guy. Wait here. He's not going to stay and keep watch? Pardon me. Oh. Judge Courtney. Hush. Please, have a seat. Why are you here? I was told a detective had come. If I didn't instruct them to tell you that, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. I can't think of anything she'd need from me at this point. I should try to figure out what she wants. Hi, Judge Courtney. This is unexpected. If it's about Kei for a day, I believe she's being interrogated as we speak. You people, do you have any idea what you're doing? How dare you arrest an innocent person? That's not a very nice thing to say. I would ask that you correct your statement. She is merely someone you want to believe is innocent. Am I wrong? There is no decisive evidence to prove that she's the culprit. There is no evidence to prove her innocence either. Enough of this. It's pointless. The girl will be judged. There is nothing you can do to stop that. That's all there is to say about that. Now, let's get to the real issue at hand. Yes, why are you here? Your visitation rights have been restricted to begin with. It's as if I'm some monstrous criminal. I suppose my credibility has hit rock bottom. But of course, your friends have fared a little better though. That lawyer and that girl were both quite worked up. Mr. Shields and Emma. When I last saw them, they were giving one of the guards quite an earful. What? You don't mean... Be grateful, the goddess of law has been quite busy. They were spared punishment. It certainly seems like you have plenty of time for small talk.
Oh yes, Prosecutor Von Karma is presently continuing the investigation. You were worried about them, right?
I guess she saw right through me. Again, why are you here? Let's cut to the chase. Exactly what are you planning?
I am not planning anything. There is merely a question I wish to ask.
You're asking me?
Yes, of course. Who else is here? Objectively speaking, you are a clever individual and you have a sharp mind. As a prosecutor, you are highly talented and capable.
Are you being ironic? Your sarcasm falls short.
I am being completely sincere, and that is why I cannot understand. Take this case, for example. You're up against the PIC. There is no chance for you to come out on top. Even a child could understand, and yet you...
Perhaps my younger self would not have done something so reckless. The me from before had power. That's why I thought justice was on my side. Just like you right now. However, because of a certain man, my self-centered sense of justice was broken down. Okay, let's just talk about that certain man again. Ever since then, I began to see people in a different light. I am able to serve as a prosecutor only because of the support of the people around me. People like Detective Gumshoe and all the other investigators. And Kay as well. Honestly, even I'm surprised at how much I've changed.
I see. Is that how it is? I've come to understand you a little more.
Understand me? Not likely. Someone like you, who forces her own sense of justice onto others, could never understand. Thank you!
I wonder about that. Is that what you think? If I could say one thing, it would be that this conversation has been very interesting. That is all. Our conversation is coming to an end. However, I have one last thing to tell you. The date of your hearing has been set. I came here today to inform you. Today, in the PIC meeting room, may you humbly accept your fate.
If that's all you've wanted to say, couldn't you have just sent a messenger?
The holy words of the Goddess of Law simply cannot be entrusted to others. With that, Mr. Edgeworth, I bid you farewell. I shall be seeing you again later.
I really want to like you, Judge Courtney, but ugh. Slightly out of breath here. Back to the detention center. Excuse me. So anyways, are we gonna get Phoenix Wright to help out? Oh. Well, okay, I guess I could examine the stuff in here. Cool. It's a simple bed. I don't expect it to be very comfortable to sleep on. If it were Detective Gumshoe, he would probably snore loudly while sleeping like a log. I may never get a chance to work with him again. However, this is the path I chose. I won't regret it. Oh, alright. Let's examine the toilet. There's a poster on the wall next to the toilet. Is it a cat poster? We are currently out of toilet. Oh, well, that sucks. Please be prepared if you wish to use the toilet. What does it mean by be prepared? There's a dining menu sitting on the desk. It seems I can get food delivered if I pay for it. Let's see. Moldy white bread lunch set. Switch to moldy whole wheat bread for an extra $1. Oatmeal and grits set meal. For a limited time, get extra gruel at no additional costs. Thank goodness I'm not hungry right now. Yeah, that menu sounds awful. I mustn't neglect my personal appearance just because I'm in a holding cell. Prosecutor or not, this is my personal duty. My collar is slightly bent. There. A well-groomed appearance reflects a well-groomed mind. From here on, I'll need to focus myself more than ever. Sure, Edgeworth, sure. There's a poster hanging in the hallway. The Dice and Slice game. Roll the dice and decide your daily menu. The Dice and Slice game has been cancelled due to the warden's arrest. We sincerely apologize to everyone who was looking forward to it. Alright, the warden is, this is the same prison where the warden was. There's no need to apologize for canceling such a silly game. Another visitor. Kay. It seems you're alright. I'm relieved, for now. You know, this is kinda touching. You look a little down, Kay. Please, cheer up. You didn't do anything wrong. I guarantee it.
Please, just accept it. I'm a murderer.
That's not true. Why won't you believe in yourself?
What should I believe in? I mean, there's nothing.
There's nothing to believe in. That's not true. Before you lost your memories, you literally jumped into my life. As a result, your words and actions have become engraved in my memories. That's the mark you left behind. How can you call that nothing? I believe in your innocence. That's why you must believe in yourself as well.
Thank you. But it's no use. Look at all the misfortune I've brought upon you. If you can, please forget it all. Your memories of Kay for a day.
Kay! You know, this takes me back. In my youth, I too was a gallant. Is this the kind of justice that the PIC seeks? Justice, huh? I wonder. This man, what is he planning? Why is he pushing things forward so forcefully? It all seems too unnatural. Is there a hidden agenda? There's no time left. It's all or nothing now. Well then, I must take my leave. Hold it! Ooh! Shit! Sudden logic chess! No matter how you look at it, Kay's arrest was unnatural. There must be something behind it. Oh boy. Hey, I'm a busy man, you know. I'm kind of a big deal, you see. I trust this won't take up too much of my time. In order to make it out of this situation, I must break through his defenses. There are plenty of things I want to ask, but my time is limited. First, I'll ask about why he rushed the arrest. I have no intention of letting him push me around. I will overcome this difficult situation. Oh boy, here we go. Why did you rush her arrest? I would like a clear explanation. Explanation? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. You clearly did not follow the proper procedures. Okay. Maybe you should pipe down a bit. Do you even know the position you're in? He's trying to get his lighter to work. Suppose we let the criminal escape. What do you think will happen? What will happen? I would be made to take responsibility, you see. I do hope you understand. His lighter is still not working. What of it? That would serve you right? Just take my advice and stay out of this if you know what's good for you. I refuse. Kay is innocent. You know, this is so pitiful. It brings me to tears. Why won't you just give up? Things were finally going well. Things were going well, you say? That's a strange way to put it. It almost sounds as if you personally wanted Kay to be arrested. Far more than necessary. Haven't you lost your impartiality? Okay, that wasn't too bad. You think so? That certainly wasn't my intention, you see. Edgeworth, my boy, you're reading too much into it. He skillfully avoided the issue. However, I still have some serious doubts about Kay's arrest. Next, I shall ask him if the investigation was sufficient. I can't miss even the tiniest piece of information. That's the only way to break through this situation. How long did you investigate? Okay, was it under your authority? It's hard to say that the investigation was sufficient. The arrest, was it under your authority? My, do I really look that important? The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee Chairman. It's quite a prominent title. Not that I care much for it. That was rather blunt. I'm so shocked I could cry. I'm sorry. Flattery was never my forte. If you keep talking like that towards me... You'll never get your prosecutor's badge back, you know? That would be terrible. I don't need my badge. Fuck you. Let me make this clear right now. I do not live for the sake of my badge. Status means nothing to me. Do you understand? Young. So young. Let me teach you something as you're a senior in life. What you're saying right now. It's far too naive, you see. The look in his eyes has changed. He might respond differently to some of my questions now. This is my chance. How long did you investigate? How much time was spent on the investigation? Well, aren't you a pertinent one? Even someone like me is starting to get annoyed. What a coincidence, I feel the same way. Answer me, was the investigation sufficient? Young folks always live life in the fast lane. That's why I like to bully him. You'll regret this soon enough. Is that a threat? How do you bully someone? I'm the one bullying you. You sure are quiet. Are you scared? Ridiculous. I was just thinking about my next strategy. On how to extract information from a weepy old man. You should show some remorse, you know. Don't you get it? I hold your fate in my hands. I don't care about fate. In any case, even if you obtain some information, there's nothing you can do. Just give up already. I refuse. Mind if I ask why? It's simple. The truth is fading away. That's all there is to it. I see. I'm starting to understand what kind of person you are. But you know, it's all useless. It's enough to make me cry. Give it up. That girl's guilt has already been decided. Huh? That's strange. The way you said that, it almost sounds like it was decided from the very beginning. Sure did. What are you trying to say? Her arrest was planned? Yes, it's clearly unnatural. Everything is progressing as if Kay's guilt was predetermined. Wasn't Kay's arrest planned from the start? I see. That's an interesting theory. But I don't have time to indulge in your flights of fancy, you know? Why don't we put an end to this silly conversation? Curses, he's trying to get away. Whoa, 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 music change. Oh, before that, I must find out if the arrest was lawful. Ooh, pick up that music. It's still very faint, but I'm beginning to see the path to the truth. I can't let this opportunity slip by. Please wait, there is still something I want to ask you. I've grown wary of our little tete-a-tete. Please keep it short, okay? What is the basis of your arrest? If I put together what you have told me up until now, I cannot help but say that there is no basis for Kay's arrest. Yes, I understand, you see. But you know, it doesn't really matter either way. You can't overturn her arrest. How irresponsible. Do you still claim to be the man of law? Of the law? My, those are some harsh words, you know? You know, you're starting to make me a little angry. Wait and see. Ooh, this music. You see, to be honest, I really can't answer all of your questions, you know? That's just the position I'm in, you see? I'm a busy man, you know? Say you know a lot. Aren't you just pretending to be busy? That's cruel, you know. This old chunk of coal has been working like a dog. Pretending? Just what do you think that would accomplish? I don't know, but we're running out of time, so we're gonna have to pause here and continue this interrogation in the next video. So I'll see you guys then.